History, Identity and Transcendence. From the other side of time and rational thought, I've decided to come back, not to talk about physics, but to study another equally deep phenomenon, that of a nation that celebrates its history, its joy and its glory, for a whole month. I am Isaac Newton, and this is the month of the homeland in Mexico. Cultural richness. Mexico has 68 officially recognized indigenous languages in addition to Spanish. It has more than 30 sites declared World Heritage by UNESCO, such as Teotihuacan, Chichen Itza, the historic center of Mexico City, Oaxaca, Puebla, and natural reserves. It is a country of syncretism where indigenous, colonial, and contemporary roots coexist. Popular culture includes traditions such as Day of the Dead, folkloric dances, mariachi, intangible heritage of humanity, and regional dances. The month of the homeland refers to September, a month that in Mexico becomes a symbol of pride, identity, and national memory. During these weeks, key events that shaped what is now the Mexican Republic are commemorated. It's not just a celebration, it's a symbolic construction of a nation. If you're watching this on Shot, I advise you to look for the full video on this channel. It's the best thing that can happen to you. And if you're already watching the full video, stay with me. To everyone I ask for a triple like, a super chat and a subscription. Keep watching because this is just getting started. Historical moment and key dates. The central event of the month is the Cry of Dolores on the morning of September 16, 1810, when Father Miguel Hidalgo y Costilla called for an armed uprising against Spanish rule. But it's not the only significant date. September 13th, the Niños Heroes, child heroes, are commemorated. Young cadets who fell defending Chapultepec Castle in 1847. September 27th, triumphal entry of the Trigarante army into Mexico City in 1821. September 30th, birthday of José María Morelos, a highly admired insurgent leader worldwide. Social and political context. Mexico has gone through colonization, foreign interventions, revolutions, and independence. The month of the homeland emerges as a meeting point of all these stages and a demonstration of the decision of all Mexicans to show their value to the world. Here, the joy and happiness of every Mexican are renewed. Solidarity and unity among nationals are reaffirmed, and it is reinforced with a government close to those who daily struggle and work to make this nation more prosperous. Here, the deep roots of a people intertwine with their vibrant present. Not only the glorious past is celebrated, but also the daily will of millions of Mexicans who build the future. In every gesture of solidarity, in every shared effort, and in every voice that defends what is just, the greatness of this nation is forged. Mexico rises with pride and conviction, supported by a people who do not forget their history, and by a government that walks alongside those who transform the homeland with work, dignity, and hope. Mexican gastronomy declared intangible cultural heritage of humanity by UNESCO in 2010. Emblematic dishes: tacos, mole, pozole, tamales, chiles en nogada, very typical of September, tlayudas, sopecitos, flautas, quesadillas, tlacoyos, pambazos, cochinita pibil, prepared elotes, all with a great variety of very spicy sauces among many others. Essential ingredients: corn, chili, beans, cocoa, avocado, tomato, mole. Cuisine varies by region: northern meats, southern Mayan flavors, central mestizo, coast seafood. Mexico is a place blessed by the gods. Traditions and celebrations: Mexican national anthem. Lyrics: Francisco González Bocanegra. Music: Jaime Nuno, officially adopted in 1854. Considered one of the most beautiful and powerful anthems in the world for its martial structure, poetic force, and patriotic emotion. Contains stanzas of struggle, freedom, resistance, and justice. In official events, only the chorus and the first stanza are sung. Iconic fragment: Mexicans at the cry of war prepare the steel and the bridle, and may the earth tremble in its centers to the sonorous roar of the cannon. Flag of Mexico, national symbol. Colors: green, hope; white, unity and purity; red, the blood of heroes. The coat of arms shows an eagle devouring a serpent on a nopal cactus, an image based on the Mexica legend of the founding of Tenochtitlan. present-day Mexico City. It has had more than 10 historical versions, very similar with the same colours, evolving from independence to the current design. It is a beautiful flag. During September, the streets fill with green, white and red. Flags, lights, pinwheels, shields and patriotic figures adorn everything from houses to public buildings. Mexicans celebrate with music, typical food, fireworks and the traditional grito cry that is replicated in public squares on the night of September 15th. The President of the Republic on this occasion, the President, gives the cry from the National Palace, evoking Miguel Hidalgo. He names heroes like Miguel Hidalgo y Costilla, José María Morelos, Josefa Ortiz de Domínguez, Ignacio Allende, Juan Aldama, Vicente Guerrero, Leona Vicario, Ignacio López Rayón, Mariano Matamoros, Mariano Abasolo, etc. It is a moving scene of deep national symbolism. Cultural elements. Mexican economy in modern times. Mexico is the 12th largest economy in the world by nominal GDP and one of the most important in Latin America. According to data from the IMF, the World Bank and the UN, the position may vary as data is constantly updated. Key sectors: manufacturing, automotive, electronics, aerospace, tourism, Cancun, Riviera Maya, Mexico City, Oaxaca, etc. Agricultural exports, avocado, tequila, beer, beef, berries, tomato. Remittances, a fundamental economic source with historical records every year. In recent years, Mexico has experienced growth in sectors such as technology, tech hubs in Guadalajara and Mexico City, fintech startups and energy infrastructure development, nearshoring, companies moving production to Mexico due to its proximity to the United States. Large chains sell patriotic items, costumes, flags, trumpets, hats. Schools organize civic events and media outlets launch campaigns with ranchera music, mariachi and patriotic messages. Education and science. Some of the best universities: UNAM, National Autonomous University of Mexico, IPN, National Polytechnic Institute, Tecnológico de Monterrey, University of Guadalajara, University of Querétaro, among others. Mexico has important figures such as Mario Molina, Nobel Prize in Chemistry, Octavio Paz, Nobel Prize in Literature, Alfonso Garcia Robles, Nobel Peace Prize, contributions in medicine, astrophysics, renewable energy and anthropology. National and international transcendence, art and culture. Great exponents: Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz, Frida Kahlo, Diego Rivera, José Clemente Orozco, David Alfaro Siqueiros, among many others. Current Mexican cinema recognized worldwide: Alejandro González Iñárritu, Alfonso Cuarón, Guillermo del Toro. Literature: Octavio Paz, Nobel Prize in Literature, Juan Rulfo, Elena Poniatowska. The month of the homeland not only strengthens national identity but also projects Mexico abroad. Consulates and embassies hold events with the community, strengthening the pride of being Mexican beyond borders. For millions abroad, September represents a gigantic bridge to their roots. Pride of being Mexican identity of the modern Mexican. The modern Mexican is hybrid, resilient, creative, and deeply connected to their land and people. Although facing challenges like inequality, corruption, and violence, as in the entire world, they also stand out for their sense of community, ingenuity, and hospitality. National pride is expressed both in daily life, language, food, family, and in symbols: the flag, the anthem, history. I have spent my life observing the principles that govern the universe: gravity, light, time. But in studying the history of Mexico, I have understood that there is an even more complex force: the identity of a people. It is not measured in equations, it is not confined to laboratories, it is felt in the earth, in the blood, in shared memory. The Mexican soul, with its contrasts, pains and glories, defies even natural laws. Because where there is struggle, there is life. And where there is life, there is hope. Just as I observed the fall of an apple to understand the universe, today I contemplate the history of Mexico to understand the strength of a nation. And from where ideas that never die reside, I tell you with scientific solemnity and human admiration: long live Mexico.